Hi, my name is Seringanga, a real estate realtor. I'm also a director at Property Hall Investment Limited, where we inspire and empower people, and especially women, to invest in the real estate sector so that they are able to have a secure financial future. I grew up in Nyeri. My parents were civil servants, and Nyeri, I say, is the backbone of this career of mine, because we could go do land tourism. Nyeri is not a big place, so over the weekend you have nothing to do, you just go around. I went to school at Moi Complex. Currently it's called Nyeri Primary School. That is my primary school, and then for high school I was in a school also in Nyeri called Narumoru Girls. Thereafter I went to Kenyatta University for my bachelor's in education, business studies and mathematics option. Immediately after, I did my master's in business administration, still at Kenyatta University, finance option. So I've been an auditor for over 14 years now. Then I thereafter realized I have a great passion in real estate investing. In as much I still could do real estate investing or selling properties when I was still employed as a side hustle. But come the year 2020, I felt I need to move to sale of properties, and I moved to sale of properties full time. So I have a wealth of experience spanning to over 10 years, inclusive of now the 2 years that I've been doing full time. The biggest challenge has been especially age and being a woman. People are like, do you have the experience? Do you have what it takes? That has been the biggest challenge. And also noting that there has been a lot of people losing money. We have to appreciate that fact that this has been a very big challenge. And for me, I've always said it's possible. You can still own property. There are people who are owning property right, left, and center. So let's move. You will not let fear not give you that secure financial future you're looking for. As I was growing up, I remember my parents could move from one area to another, and I think that's where my passion started. They get land, some interior places, and I go. You've got to look at, go and view the land. My mom, early 80s, got arthritis. And rheumatoid arthritis is painful. So if you are taking her, she will not leave the vehicle. So it's up to you to go and see the beacons and all that. So I think that journey of helping her to go and look at a certain piece of land, it stirred a lot of passion in me. Because whether there's no option of not taking her. Because she wants to view the land, she'll view from the vehicle, but now you will be her eyes. And then talking a lot about real estate investing, she taught me a lot. She had this passion of real estate because she believed you've got to, you don't want children to rely on you when you're old. And I remember there's a story she was giving me that there's a time she was just praying for a 20 bob. And there you've exhausted your monthly salary, and so she's like, I just want a 20 bob to feed the family. Things were cheap then. So as she was working, she got a 60 bob. The way we are told when you get money down, you're not supposed to pick. But she was like, this is God sent, I've just been praying. So she picked the 60 bob and she was able to buy the food and all that. But now she was telling me how she vowed never again will she be in such a situation. So the journey has been now based on what I saw my parents do. And I always tell people, it's not something that you need billions, you need millions. Just start with what you have. Even if you have 5,000, just start with the foundation. So that is actually what I saw them doing. So little by little, and something would now become a house, a room. And don't start with, you know, like you're dreaming of an apartment block. Start even with the single rooms. Because I remember I could, you know, she could go to, let's say, the construction site, and she just looks at it, she's like, no, the cement that you said you've used, like, say, like 4 bags of cement, that work is not commensurate. So, you know, with experience, she got to learn how to estimate the construction process. And that stirred a lot of passion in me. I remember we used to sit down with my siblings, and we are always laughing about the thing of not going to shop for my parents when you're going home. Because if you shop, she'll send you back with your shopping and more, because she's already bought. And we could ask her, how come? She's like, for me, nimejipanga. So you guys are the ones who need this money. So please, don't buy shopping. Let me come over, and you come over, and with what I have, the shopping she'll have done, you can go back with it. And that always used to amaze me, because when I look at my friends, they're always like, you know, when you're going home, they have a boot full of shopping. Every month they have to send shopping to their parents. But for us, it was the other way around. You go there, every month we had to eat 2 goats, because they had the resources. And it's not, you know, when I say about these resources, it's not something that we are talking of major. You've not done a huge investment. It is, you know, even if you have a monthly of even like 50,000, you see, this is money that is coming each and every month. So you're assured of this money, and you're able to plan for it and let your children be comfortable. Now, come year 2017, she was bedridden for a whole year. Unfortunately, she passed on in 2018. And during this 1 year, we could, as siblings, we each had a day, and my day mostly was on a Saturday or a Sunday, because by then I was in employment. And so you're sitting down there, you're just having stories, and she's like, real estate investing is just the best. Because in as much right now, that time now she was bedridden, she could eat whatever she wants. You know, it's her money. Today she feels like eating chicken, she just needs to send somebody, I need to eat chicken. Because I've seen people who've been bedridden, and you know, the whole household become shambles, because people don't, you know, you may be straining also as a person, as a kid, and now you have to take care of a bedridden person. There is so much resources for that are used up by somebody who is bedridden. Remember, she may be on special diet, she may need diapers, she may need, you know, somebody specifically to help her. And it's really money consuming, but not one day did we chip in. It's actually used to chip in if you feel like, but we are assured that she's well taken care of. And she kept telling me, Terry, real estate is the thing to invest in, because had they not invested, would now be our siblings be forced to take care of them, and we still have our own life to lead. So during that 1 year, it was very phenomenal for me, because I looked at it, if we could be able to eliminate, or if we could be able to secure our future, things would be very great. And I always say women, they are the backbone of a home. As a woman, you are the pace setter of that home. Yes, the men are there, but if you look at it, who has more influence in a home? They are the women. So as a woman, look at it. What steps can you take to ensure that people are not, to ensure that you are not relying on your children? Remember now, this is going to be a cycle. If you rely on your children will also rely on their own children, because these resources that they would have taken to invest in, they're now using it on you. So if it is possible to break this cycle, and what I call the black tax, which is very huge in Africa, it would be moving steps and steps ahead. And the law right now, it allows women to own. It allows everybody to own. So once you start your career, or once you start earning money from whichever source, be it in business, be it in employment, it's always good to think about how will you live. No, tomorrow. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. You can wake up and you're bedridden. So if you've not secured this future, what will happen? And it just starts with that step. I always say fear is on the other side of success. So many people are fearing to invest, thinking they're going to be conned. But for me, I look around and I'm like, what about these other success stories? Which rate is higher? Is it for people who've lost, or is it the people who've been successful in investing? So as I keep saying, that year 2017, she passed on in February 2018, was very phenomenal for me, because we sat down, she told me about real estate investing. She could tell me how people have started small and they've made it. And I remember an uncle of mine was telling me, this is, I think that was now after she passed on, he was telling me, why do you think I used to come to your place so many times? Because it was now an opportunity for them to discuss about real estate investing. And right now he's doing well. Yeah, all from that taking up the investing advice that he got. And let's move forward in terms of real estate investing, because yes, there are various real estate, there are various investment options, but even like industrialists, that there's this industrialist called Andrew Carnegie. He said 90% of all millionaires get rich through real estate. And look around, how many people own real estate and they're millionaires? Almost all of them. So let's keep moving in that direction of trying to secure our desired future. What I thought is obvious about real estate investing, I realized it is not. Because, you know, when you don't have a mentor, you're always wondering, what is this real estate investing? So as now, that was in 2020 when I started Property Hall Investment Limited. And I would get calls from either the young, even the old, somebody who is around 60 and is telling me, Terry, I would like you to tell me more about real estate investing. So I sat down and I now have a mentorship program geared especially to the youth, and more so also on women, because I got to realize most women have gotten the vision of real estate investing. They are not confident. So what do? They go and seek validation from their spouse. And if your spouse doesn't have the vision, he will just discourage you and you'll never invest. So most of the women are like, I've always wanted to invest in real estate and I would like to but I don't know how. So I started a mentorship program just to let people know more about real estate investing, and also coaching programs, because it takes a lot of my time. So if you want to learn more about real estate investing, there is a structured coaching program that I have. Online, 8 weeks online, then there is 6 months and 1 year. That is 8 weeks online and either 3 months physical coaching, that is on-the-job coaching, or the 1 year, which is 8 months, and the other period is on-the-job coaching, so that people are able to, at the end of the day, have the confidence to invest in the real estate. Because most of the people, they're not investing because of lack of this confidence. You're like, will I lose out money? Will I make that right decision? Where do I start from? What do I need to look out for? There are those factors that we need to check into before you buy a property. So I have a structured program that now I take people through, and I'm sure by the end of the program, you should be able to move in leaps and bounds. And for the mentorship program, if we start early mentoring these young people, you will realize that real estate investing will become an investment option of choice. And I have these university people who, they are so, they have that energy, and they really, they're wondering, how do I ensure that when I start getting my pay, I take my money to the right place? Because if you look at what has been happening, once you get your salary, the first almost 1 year, you'll go and buy a vehicle, you'll go for holidays, you'll go maybe drinking. And 1 year is long enough. There are people now who've been even in employment for 10, 15 years, and they don't have any property, all because they don't have somebody to mentor them. So for me, I say I want everybody to own property. By the time Property Hall Investment Limited is maybe 15, 20 years, everybody should be able to own real estate. Come to the year 2020 was very phenomenal for me, because I sat down and we were discussing with another lady about what's my purpose, what's your gift. You just feel empty, and at that particular time, I was like, what was I brought in this world to do? And it clicked to me that what I thought is so obvious is not obvious to everybody. And that is how I was able to go into a coaching program, or a life purpose coaching program, and I was able to discover real estate for me is a passion. I don't do it because of money. As in, we can talk a whole day all about real estate investing, and I have not gotten anything, because deep inside me, I feel it's one overlooked investment option that would catapult you to greatness. And remember, I was talking about elimination of black tax. If we don't take that stride of breaking the cycle, your kids, your children's children, almost 4 or 5 generations, are going to suffer this issue of black tax. It all starts with you as a woman. Like I said, women, we need to, we are the vision bearers. That's the most amazing thing. So let us see how we can break the cycle of black tax. And what do I mean by black tax? It is that situation whereby you take care of your parent, yet let's say some of them were even employed. So you take care of your parent. Now when you're old, your kids take care of you. So, and it's mainly in the African countries. That's why it was called the black tax.